Well, hello there. I can't help but say that. Oh my goodness. Hey, hey, hey. Is this thing on? We're going to try it again today on well, a couple of days in a row I've had some technical difficulties. So I am believing that this episode will go off without a hitch. Yeah. So that's what we're doing today. So, one of the episodes that I started talking about the other day, we were talking about neo-soul music. So the story goes that when I first released my first independent album in 2011, it was called Love Infinity. And most people kind of revere that project as neo-soul. And actually, I was okay with it because it also was kind of like on the heels of, the artists that came before me. So I didn't think anything of it. And so now I started wondering whether or not we are still in the mode of calling this style of music neo soul. And I say this style of music because the music that I put out now, because I put it out initially in 2011, people kind of put me in that category, but I don't feel like my current music is really, I don't know. I don't know what to call it. I've had people, when you go through the system or go through the process of trying to be playlisted and that type of thing, some people give you feedback and they're like, "Oh yeah, we like this song, but it's too much of a throwback for me." I'm like, "Throwback? The nerve!" Anyway, um, so that's what I want to talk about today. Is Neo Soul still alive? And really, is my music considered neo soul still? Because even though obviously there's going to be elements of what I normally do, there's also I don't know, I assume that it's not necessarily considered neo soul. Now I will say, because some of my music is like my song Home to You, I think is definitely reminiscent of old school. But I would say that's more like almost like I don't know, reminiscent of a song from the 70s. Wasn't intentional, but that's the vibe that it gives because it reminds me of the time is right. Turn down the lights. Love's got me high. I need to have you next to me in more ways than one, and I refuse to leave till I see the morning sun creep through your window pane. 'Cause love won't let me wait. Oh, I thought if I sang it, I'd remember the name. And I want to say it's Major Harris, but I'm not quite sure. If you know in the chat, go ahead and put that in there. Okay. So, with that said, I wanted to kind of give you an example of a song of mine from the first album. And then we'll go through a song from my current album and see if you guys think that we are, if you think this song is considered neo soul. So this first one though is called Someone. It's from my first album, like I said, um, from Love Infinity. Now, when we wrote it, shout out to Debbie Nelson Thomas. I never know what to call her. At any rate, when we wrote it initially, it actually had like a kind of like a southern twang to it. And so, our intention was to pitch it to other artists. And my dream was always to have the original version of this song sung by um like Faith Hill or somebody like that, Faith Hill or Shania Twain, whoever is popular at the time. So, anyway, this is the soul version. So, here we go. Sometimes I wonder, will my friends ever come? Will he ever meet me with open arms? One special around my heart, he knows his way. Until then, I'll be waiting for the day when love can always leave us.
Someone who treasures who I am. 'Cause I wanna feel something real.
Yeah.
Something nice.
Something beautiful in my life.
Someone more someone sweet,
someone to love me for me. Yeah. I can't help but wonder who will it be? Someone familiar or a mystery to me. One who will kiss away the pain that someone who will never stand my way. And oh, yeah. Just one look inside, and I know I finally found my love.
Nobody takes me
In his arms. That's why
someone so beautiful in my life.
someone beautiful in my life. Someone real. And someone beautiful. Someone real. Somebody warm in my life. Somebody wonderful. Oh, somebody beautiful. Love me for me. Yeah. Someone to love me for me. Someone to love me. Someone to love me for me. Oh man, that was like a trip down memory lane. Wow. Haven't sung that one in a while. Haven't listened to that one in a while, but yeah, that takes me back. It takes me back. Shout out to Lou Lang for producing that version of that song. Yeah, so the question remains is obviously I feel like that song definitely is It's considered neo soul because it was on the heels of the music that was out at the time. And then keep in mind that album was released in 2011. However, some of those songs were written almost 10 years, probably about 10 years prior to that. So that's why you'll hear the influence of neo soul, especially because it took me forever to release that record. Sound familiar? Anyway, um, so yeah, so now I want to give you an example of my current. It's a song from my current album. Um, the song is called Melanated Magic. We're gonna Ooh, yeah. Ooh, uh, ooh, uh, uh. Before you were born, you were destined for greatness. Each day you wake up, you gotta remember that. Always put your shoulders back, stand up tall and own it. Yeah, every day is yours. Yeah, yeah. Hey, uh, ain't nobody take it from you. Oh, ain't nobody take it from you. Don't dim your light for nobody. Keep shining. Even in the midst of a storm, you can win. Hey, always put your shoulders back, stand up tall and own it. Yeah. Every day is yours. You go get it. Hey, we are. Yeah. We are. We are. We are. Yeah. You smart. You is important. You are magic, baby. Ain't nobody take it from you. Oh, can't nobody take it from you. Melanated magic. Oh, melanated magic. You are, we are. Hey. Woo. Yeah. Can't nobody take it from you. Hey. Melanated magic. Leave it in your soul. Yeah. Melanated magic. Woo. We are, we are. Ooh. Ooh. Melanated magic. Hey. Uh, yeah, so that is from my current album. The current album is called Forever. And so the question is whether or not you feel that what I'm doing currently is still considered neo soul. Now, when I talk to some artists that have come out in that era, some of them are kind of offended by the title or the label of neo soul, and part of it is because people want to kind of put it in a a label that makes it seem like, okay, it's only for this time and then it just goes away. So that has been, a debate that has been going on for a while. I'm not even really sure how I feel about it. Because like I said earlier, I had somebody say, that this current album was kind of like a throwback. And I'm like, a throwback to what? you know, but I can't deny that my influences are, people from the 70s and the 80s. And, it's not to say that I don't listen to what's out there right now, but definitely most of the time I'm vibing off of old school stuff. So it wouldn't be surprised. It was not a surprise to me that some of it is, people would say it's a throwback, but the real question is whether you consider this neo soul or not. So, with that said, now that I've given you the examples, yes, I do believe the first song, Someone, from my first album, Love Infinity, should be considered neo soul because it was around that time. It was from that era. But now in 2025, listening to Melanated Magic, I want you to tell me what you think, whether you think that song is considered neo soul. So there's going to be a part 2 to this because there's more discussion to be had about the subject itself. So have a good rest of your day. Thank you for stopping in, and yeah, be good to each other.